Okay, now we're back. I think I'm going to start doing 30-minute sessions. That last one was a 30-minute one. And we'll try again for another 30-minute session here. Okay, so we just spoke with them. And okay, so there's some weird disease going on around here. Let's see if we can find out what it is. Let's try turning the grid on. See what areas we can walk around. A fresh corpse lies on the ground here. The villager looks to have been stricken less than a day ago. Will you give the man a proper burial? My faith compels me to act. You will need a suitable tool in order to dig the grave. We have to return with the right equipment. Okay, so we'll need to come back to that. Got a well here. An old covered well has been dug in the middle of the village, providing a source of water for both man and beast. It would take a nimble character to descend the depths of the well and secure the way for others. This looks too dangerous to climb down, or let's descend anyway. So let's try it in the name of adventure. Here we go. As you begin to vault over the circular stone wall, the rope slips from your grasp. Great. Inside the shaft of the well, the stones are slick. You lose your footing and plunge to the bottom, taking some superficial damage. Ouch. So we took some damage. Looks like it's just a little bit though. 2-3 hit points. So what do we got down here? The water seems untainted down here. It is dark and quiet, and surprisingly it could make a good spot to rest. So let's try and rest. Alright, so it looks like all of our hit points and stamina points are back. So what do we got? Looks like a big well. 2 knotted ropes dangle here, making it possible to safely climb out of the shaft of the well. Haul yourself up the ropes. So that's kind of cool. Let's do a quick save here. You got this little well there you can go down for resting. We'll have to keep that in mind if we need to rest. Okay, so it looks like there's a little village here. And what do we got here? A horse? A horse and a baby horse. And between these barrels and along the back wall of the barn, you find a spare shovel among other well-worn tools and farming equipment. Alright, let's bring this with us. A handy spade could be useful. Let's take that shovel and let's use that to see if we can bury this guy. A fresh corpse lies on the ground here. The villager looks to have been stricken less than a day ago. We give him a proper burial. This shovel should be serviceable. Using the shovel, you dig a hole near a quiet stand of trees. With some effort, you manage to move the body into the ditch and cover it up with soil, creating an earthen mound. A few stones can mark the site of this lonely grave in remembrance. Alright. So he's gone. So we've got some little crop fields. It's nice. What do we got here? Who are you? Where did you come from? You're not carrying the plague, are you? We have traveled from Castle Hearkenwold. What plague do you speak of? I'm a dwarf, can't you see? The elf. Glory the elf. So let's try one of these here. I am Nalia the elf. Originally I hail from the forest. That would explain much. I too have some elven heritage, yet I found myself drawn to the steading of witchlight, and have been tending the farm animals for some years now. Terrible what has happened. We are fortunate to resist the plague, but I believe it is only a matter of time before it expands beyond the village borders. You have mentioned this plague twice now. What is going on here? There are a number of problems that need to be dealt with, friend. For starters, there's this plague that has descended upon us. I am not sure what you know about curing sickness, although maybe you could talk to some of the more important priests of Astaria. Also, as I mentioned, the chickens and pigs have all been wiped out. I'm not suggesting we bring in new animals at the moment, but I am at a loss of what to do once this affliction has passed. If I knew of a farmer to trade with, that would be helpful indeed. Finally, since you asked, there is a more immediate problem in the cornfields. Some crows have taken an interest in our crops. Nasty vultures, if you ask me. I've tried to shoo them away, but they keep coming back. We have a scarecrow, but it doesn't seem to be doing its job. If you could drive off the crows for good, I'd be right grateful for that. Okay, we met a farmer named Garadan in Castle Hearkenwold. I wonder if he could help to resettle the surrounding area once this dark cloud has passed. What you can ask him is if he knows a good place to bid on livestock. Soon I'll be able to trade crops with him as well. Could probably use an extra hand if he is inclined to travel here. It's worth mentioning next time we see him. Farewell. So let's try. Hello again. I'd leave this place, but I cannot abandon the farm animals. Okay, so we've got some little cows here. So he says there's some crows here to deal with in the fields. As you walk through the fence of corn stalks, you suddenly hear a piercing screech from above. The air seems to cackle with electricity. Stand and fight the oncoming birds. Storm Crow, 20 hit points. Alright, so let's begin combat. 20 hit points. Let's see if we can draw them towards our high armor class. And let's use a mage bolt. Won't quite reach. 1, 2. Oops. Now we want to do a spell. Mage bolt. There. Down to 5. And let's So he can move 6 squares. He should be able to get there. Go. Oh. Wow, what was that? Stormcrow attacks with a blast of light and burns for 12. Ouch. Great, we've got some crows that launch fire or light. 12 points of damage. Alright, so much for the armor class thing. We're going to have to see if we can move away a little bit. And then maybe we can get lucky and get a web. We did, great. Okay, so now let's try more mage bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 squares, 1 square. Okay. So let's try range attack. Ranged attack. Attack. Ranged attack. And great. 0 XP. Black feathers. Alright, so we got some black feathers. Oh. Please safe around. Okay, let's see. Wander around here. A fearsome looking scarecrow is strung up here with tattered rags of cloth and straw, like molting feathers from beneath the brim of its hat. An eerily glowing light, as if produced from twin candles, is set within the skeletal head. Perhaps we can use these feathers to ward off the storm crows. That is sort of creepy. So let's see if we can use our feathers. Taking the plumage from the black birds of prey that you managed to kill, you stuff them into the hanging scarecrow. At that moment you hear a screech from above. More of the crows are wheeling in the sky, but then their raptor gazes sweep over the newly decorated scarecrow, and the flock flies off in terror. I think that may have worked. Alright. XP 1200, alright. So they must creepy. They must not like seeing a bunch of their feathers on the scarecrow. So let's talk to him. Hello again. Cannot abandon, okay. I don't think you will have trouble with crows, at least for a while. This is a strange place. Aha, you did it. Strange days indeed, most peculiar, but I think I understand now. The feathers from the storm crows used on the scarecrow have given them pause. There is magic weaved into its lifeless form. Some fell witchcraft that keeps the lightning at bay. Good fortune for us, it seems. But let me do this for you. I don't have much in the way of gold or material rewards. However, I have something that has sustained me during this evil hour. It is a specially prepared dish, chicken breast wrapped in bacon. It's quite nourishing, and at least now I can go back to growing corn. Alright, so let's see what is that. This tasty, succulent prepared meat will be mouth-watering when heated over an open fire. Okay. So let's clean up our inventory a little bit. We've got let's hold on to it for a little bit. Okay. quick save. So it's supposed to head east. Let's see if we can go east here. Let's see what we've got. Turn the grid off. Looks like a cave there. There's a little sheep. Help, help, someone is in danger. Okay, there's a little boy up there. As you climb the rocks here, you find a dark-haired lad standing behind a couple of sheep from his flock. He wears a fierce but troubled expression as one trying to maintain the facade of bravery. The way the lambs bleat defiantly in your direction is almost as if the flock protects the young shepherd. Then out from among the cluttered stones 6 shapes emerge. The threat of wolves appears with fangs bared and red tongues slathering drool in anticipation, outnumbering the boy and his sheep. It seems this pack has concluded a vote to decide what to eat for lunch. Alright, let's... looks like a wolf's going to go first and attack. And how many? 13 hit points? This could be... Okay, let's try Fireball. That should reach all of them. And 4, 7. You know, I could probably do Flame Fingers. And 1. Ranged attack. Down. Wolf Pelt and 240 XP. So let's see our little boy here. Oh, can't quite reach him. Huh. Okay. Oop. So I guess there's nothing to say to him. Let's try this cave. Do a quick save and then... Oh, nothing there. So which way should we go? Still head east, then south at the hills. Is that the hills, or is this... Maybe come into here and then head south. Let's try. Have a look around. What we got here? We dwarves have a saying: a pass is best seen from the top of the mountain, but only here you'll never get over that rocky pass to the north, at least not without someone skilled in mountaineering like me. The name's Creighton Flintfinger, and trust me, you don't have what it takes to navigate such dangerous territory. I think I can handle climbing those rocks, or perhaps you can help us then. Of course, but that's not what I'm worried about. I don't doubt your skill nor the courage in your heart. As a fellow dwarf, I have your best interests in mind. I know what's on the other side of the pass, and I would only caution you had best be able to survive harsh conditions and enemies. For your own sake, I offer you a test. There is a cave nearby, and within it said to lurk a hulking beast. If you can slay the monster and bring back its hide, I will deem you tough enough to take through the pass. How does that sound? Seems a fair bargain. We will return. Okay. So, said there's a cave. A cliff-like wall of rough stones looms before you, with evidence of passage beyond. This way is blocked. I'll have to find another path. Alright, so I need to... Let's see if this is what he was talking about. A cave. There's a cave. Huh. So is it the cave that... Maybe it was this other cave that... This one? No. Okay, let's look back in our... There's a cave nearby, and within it said, okay, just nearby. So maybe nothing that way. All right, so okay, well, I guess we'll have to come back to that one a little bit later. Loose tiles and fading brickwork frame the door to this building, along with some garish purple paint used around the trim. You also notice a smear of red above the doorway, with characters etched in the common language announcing the tavern as the Slaughtered Lamb. As you step into the dusky tavern, the common room is filled with smoke from a central heat hearth and the acrid aroma of burning torches. A larger, rough-looking goblin greets you with beady eyes. Well then, what's this? It appears business is about to pick up. Just mind yourself under this roof, and if you think about making trouble, remember that I am watching you. We will be careful. Alright, so we got nice little doors here and windows. These look really good. Huh. Okay. Should be on our way. So this mercenary offers his honor and loyalty to whoever pays the most gold. His eyes follow your movements with a dark glare. Alright, got some mercenaries here. Got fire going. Some little tables. Little goblins. Where are our drinks? Any food? You send food to our table. How about you buy us a round, mates? No, I think you misunderstand. We are not... Oh, never mind. Alright, let's... Sneaking through the back door, are you? That's the coward's way out. It's really none of your business. Move along, strangers. The slaughtered lamb is no place for the weak. So let's put it back on our smart, intelligent character here. See what she can find out. So they can do the two ladies. Let's try that. Well, darling, since you asked, I'm sure we can reach some agreeable terms. I wouldn't mind the company. As you can see, the typical patrons we serve aren't so much to look at, but if you prefer to pay with coin, then I'll let you glance at the drink list. It's also not much to look at. I'm sure you must have heard some interesting rumors about Rathak. I don't traffic in gossip, darling, but because you're so sweet, I will tell you this. The last time Rathak was here, there was talk about some business to the west. Then I overheard Rathak mention taking up residence in Scardale. Something about a church, and that's all I know. Say, you aren't thinking about going after Rathak for some reason. Believe me, you will be devoured, and that would be a real shame. But remember, you didn't hear any of this from me. Let's have a look at his drinks. Okay, at least we can thick green frothy beverage, Mystic Brew, Goblin Beer. Let's go ahead and see if we can sell some of this stuff that we've got. Leather armor. We'll keep one short sword and one leather armor around. And a long sword. Sell that. Dagger, can sell that. Longbow, sell that. Okay. And we probably should buy one of each of these just in case. It's maybe there's some kind of a quest item. I never know. So let's see. Okay, so let's have a look over here. Oh. You should try the more exotic brew if it doesn't kill you. Yes, thank you for your suggestion. You must find another place to sit, strangers. The spot in that corner is reserved for Rathak. You don't want to mess with her. Terrible as a thunderstorm when she's angry. So Rathak's a girl. Female. And twice as deadly as lightning. Where Rathak goes, angels fear to tread. Rathak is a she? Does that surprise you? She may be a woman, but meaner and more brutal than any man I have known. Some claim she is part witch. I say she is all warrior. Despite her appearance, Rathak will be a destructive force if you get caught in her path. So again, find another place to sit. Okay. Got a back room here. Let's try these back doors. Okay, it just takes us outside. Okay, so you're not going anywhere. I told you I was watching, and I got ears too. Overheard you nosing around asking about Rathak. That's not good. I don't know what you're up to or who you work for, but any information you learned about our patrons doesn't leave this tavern. Now I could go for a bar room brawl. Let's try that. Let's see what we got here. The whole place is unloading. Goblin mage, an assassin, a knife thrower. This should be fun. Okay, who's going to get to go first? They've got if I make it past the first round, okay, good. Come out here and try to attract some and draw some of their fire. Let's try a web spell. I don't have enough. You know, I've got 5 hit points. I'm going to use item. I think I have a heal light wounds. Okay, now let's try fireball on the mage. Okay, so we've got 10, and let's use his blast of light on these guys. Alright, so we got rid of the mages, that's good. Although I don't know what kind of spells they would have had, but now's not a good time to find out. Let's try. They're pretty spread out here, so it's going to be hard to just lay down a huge spell. Let's do Flame Fingers on 2017, 2, and 8. Let's try back here. And that's a 12, 12, 10. But these two guys, I'm going to I have 16 spell points, so I can do this in a Mage Bolt. Let's do that. So I did 6 points and 3 points, not that much. And then he can do Blast of Light on them. 8 and 6. And then I don't think I can do any more spells. 3 3 and 3. Let's do a ranged attack on this one. And okay, so we can do Mage Bolt there, down to 4. 1, 2, attack. And ranged attack on him. Ooh, barely cleared the corner there. Okay. 1, let's do ranged attack on that. Attack down. Range on the mercenary. Range attack. Attack, bunch of misses. Three left. 1 left. No. And down he goes. Ooh. So they hit. Let's try to do a range attack on the Goblin Assassin. 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, ranged. 3. So let's go down here. 1 left move. Good. To the Goblin Watcher. Attack down. Range attack. Do ranged. And he's down. Okay, so we got 1100 XP. Got an iron shield and a flail. And we hit level ups. So this is a good place to pause. We went 37 minutes. Go ahead and do a quick save right here. And we'll pick up from here.